Should be live. It is currently 4:18 a.m. I managed to set up the AIO on my own. It took me like an hour because I had to like figure everything out. And the computer is on. I just set up my display. Very ghetto setup right now though. We're gonna be doing the mouse unboxing. Everybody already knows I had this keyboard from when I had the setup at my dad's house. So no need for that introduction. Everything's a mess, but it'll be cleaned up when I'm finished doing everything. So the mouse we're gonna be unboxing today is Razer Viper V3 Pro, the white one. Now, OGs remember I did have the Naga Trinity wired by Razer. It was black. But I decided that I low-key want a new mouse. And I heard the Viper V3 Pro is really good, so I got this one. Unboxing. So, this thinking just how do I do this shit, bro? I think it's like this, no? Hold on. Y'all can see, right? I think so. Okay. Oh, this tapes, that's why. Ooh, okay. Damn. Just fell out of the fucking case. Okay. So, mouse failed unboxing, guys. I'm sorry. This is really light, like unusually light. This is the, what the fuck is this, bro? Oh, hyperpolling. Okay. This is Prince. Okay, so this is what plugs into the computer. Oh, no, this is the wireless thing. This is the wired to plug it into the computer. Yeah, it's a wireless mouse. Okay. And this is, I guess, licensing. Because who the hell needs a manual to know how to operate a mouse? Okay. So that's what's in the box. Put this here. this into the computer via this, and then this is going to go into the hyperbolting thing, I guess. Right? Yeah, I think so. Wait, so how do I turn the mouse on? Oh, I just press it. Okay. And then to charge it, you plug it in. Usually when things come out of the box, they're at 50% charge. I know that's how it is with like Apple products. I don't know if it's the same with computer peripherals as well. Cables are all messed up right now because we haven't finalized the setup. So putting this into here. I don't even see it. Okay. And okay. Cover. Put it here. And now put this into the hyperbolting thing. Okay, so we have this. This is the Bluetooth receiver. Pretty sure. So put that in. There's a sheet on it. Do I have to like? Ooh. Okay, that makes sense. And now this doesn't have a light or anything, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't seem to have changed the state of the receiver, but we're gonna turn on the mouse by holding down the power button here. On. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Well, it's on now. Oh, mouse showed up on the monitor. Hold on. Cursor's right there. How do I like? Okay, I'm gonna take off the plastic. Actually, it'll still read with plastic on, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, so it's really buggy because it's on carpet. I don't know if I got a mouse pad. I think I did. Or maybe I was supposed to bring it from my brother's house. I low-key don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have a mouse pad right now, so I'm just gonna use my leg or like a table or something because I don't have a mouse pad. Okay. But it should still read with the plastic on. Right? I think so. So the mouse is working. Oh, I haven't tested if the keyboard's working, but it's lighting up, so I'm gonna assume it is. Oh, low key, I think I might have to take off the plastic for it to like work properly. All right, Viper V3 Pro. is it purple? That's new. Usually it's red. Interesting. Well, the skates feel really nice. They're really nice on the hand. These things. Anyways, so now if I put it on my leg, yeah, it works properly. Okay, this is an old BIOS. This is over a year old. Okay. I am watching a video on how to install the software.
To also plug the Windows installation USB drive into the back of your PC. Take your HDMI or DisplayPort cable from your monitor and plug that into the back of the graphics card. Do not plug this in the back of the motherboard. Make sure it goes in behind the GPU. Hit the power button on your PC and wait for any type of message displayed on your monitor. Usually is a notification stating that a new CPU is installed. But regardless of what message it is, it will tell you to press a certain key on your keyboard to enter setup or the BIOS. So go ahead and press that key to enter BIOS. If you're not getting any type of display on your monitor, then there is something wrong. Go ahead and skip over to the troubleshooting section of the video, and after you find the fix, come back and continue watching from here. The first thing we're going to do is change the CPU fan speed only if you have your AIO pump plugged into the CPU fan header. If you didn't plug your AIO pump into the CPU fan header, you can skip over to the Windows 11 installation. So go.
Okay, I did put it in the right plug, but just in case, I do want to make sure my shit is working right. So we're about to see this one. So, okay, I don't know what my memory speed is supposed to be at. I low-key forgot. There's a whole bunch of stuff I need to check. Okay, first things first, fan speed. CPU, AI, oh hell no. Memory, where do I find the fan speed? Oh, CPU fan 1. Pump system fan 1. Oh, it shows how fast it's going. Okay, settings. Okay, oh, you can change the fan curve? No way. Oh shit. None group? Why does it say none group? Okay, so this is the pump, right? I think so. Pump fan. So that would be this, or this. Pump fan is probably gonna be this one. Now, all 3 fans are spinning. Which is good. I can feel the air. Okay, so it's sucking in. So it's a pull configuration because I can feel the air going this way. Yeah, the air is blowing down into the case. This is the only cooling I have right now. I should get some fans here for outtake, but right now we just have intake going in this way for the GPU, even though it's mad far. It's whatever. Smart fan mode. I don't know what any of this shit means, I'm gonna be honest. But this is the pump fan, so I think it's already at max speed. This one, I guess, is good. I don't know. I mean, I don't see any issues. So we can go, oh, set all full speed. Oh, I can hear it getting faster. Oh, it's speeding up. I can feel it. Oh, it's speeding up like fast. Oh, I just touched my fan. Am I a retard? Okay, so the fans are chilling. How do I turn this shit off? Control Z. I put it back to smart fan mode. Yeah, it sounds like it's slowing down. Yeah, it is slowing down. Okay. So now we know the fans are working as intended. Which is good. This one is a pump, so I don't really need to fuck with it, right? So now we go back. I need to make sure my memory is going as fast as it can. M flash, hardware monitor profile, BIOS log. How do I change my memory? I guess F7. Oh, let's see if the keyboard works. It does. It does. Okay, yeah, overclocking for memory, right? Oh, this is so hard to control on a leg, bro. Low key. Well, no, there's mad dust there. My leg is gonna obviously be less dusty than the damn table. Okay, overclocking. Oh. Okay. OC Explorer, MSI, preset, Intel. Yeah. Advanced CPU configuration. Where do I find memory? Oh, XMP. Okay. That's for memory, right? First profile? Yes. Okay. So 6,000. Expo. Is it XMP or Expo? Hold on. DRAM speed. Oh. Oh, it just, yeah, it's not supposed to be a 48. I know that for sure. Was my shit 15,000? Hold on. How fast is my memory supposed to be? Where the fuck is the... Did I throw out the memory case, bro? I think I did. Okay, maybe if I just look at the damn thing. So looking at it, Lexar 790. SSD M.2 2280 PCIe Gen 4x4 NVMe SSD and then 790 Lexar. Okay. So it doesn't say the speed of it. So I don't know what the fastest my memory is supposed to be. Okay, hold on. Hopefully I can like come out of the stream for a second and check my receipts to see how fast it is. So give me like 1 second. Okay, that should work. Wait, why is the live paused? Okay, I think I found it. So it's supposed to be 74 and 65. So 74 read, 75 or 65 write speed. So that is the SSD. Where do I find that? I don't know about that. DRAM. A solid state drive is your. Wait, no, that's space, not memory. Wait, so what the fuck is my memory? The T-Force Vulcan. Hold on. Okay, so either it's 6,000. Hello, sports cards, Michael. Either it's 6,000 or in like the 10,000, like 24,000. Wait, hold on, let me check again. 6,000 or 48,000. So DRAM speed 6,000. Well, DRAM. Hold on. Don't put it auto. Put it, okay, adjusted. If I put it in max, like, will it work? I'm gonna just put it to 6,000 because I actually have no idea. I don't want to fuck my shit up. So 6,000. My thing is what? Gen 4? Oh, wait, but there's a Gen 5 option, right? No? What? CPU, clocking, Expo. Okay, wait, hold on. For Intel, is it Expo or is it XMP? Okay. Where's the video on when I put my.
Go into the fan settings of your BIOS.
Okay, fan, header, motherboard, storage, enable XMP.
Any system you are using, and once you open the program, it will do the rest. Okay, now it's time to enable XMP to make sure your RAM is running at its max speed, which will improve your frame rates in games. Restart your PC and hit the delete key repeatedly until you get into the BIOS. Once you're into the BIOS, we're going to switch to the advanced menu so we can find the tweaker tab, which is sometimes called overclocking. Scroll down until you find the extreme memory profile option, or XMP for short, and we're simply going to just enable it. This will overclock your memory to its default frequency. So in my case, it is set to 6400 megahertz. Then we're going to hit F10 to save changes and go back to the desktop. Let's go ahead and confirm this by right-clicking on the taskbar, going into the task manager settings, then click on the performance tab and select memory. You should see the current speed of your memory on the bottom right side. If it matches the frequency of your XMP, then it was successful. If your PC is having issues rebooting or you don't have any display output to your monitor, skip to the troubleshooting section of this video. However, if your PC does boot but ends up crashing on idle or while you're gaming after enabling XMP, then it means your memory is not on the QVL of your motherboard, meaning it's not compatible and you might experience some instabilities. If this happens, you need to go back into the BIOS and underclock the memory by 100 megahertz. So for example, we are currently set to 6400 megahertz on our memory. I'm going to simply go down to 6300 megahertz instead. Then I'm going to save changes and reboot. I'm going to repeat this process until my PC doesn't crash and it's stable while gaming. If you can play a full game without your system crashing, then you are pretty much in the clear. But if your system keeps crashing...
Okay, so maybe I shouldn't mess with the BIOS before even putting Windows on my computer, because PS2 destabilize your computer when you mess with the settings there. Now to install Windows, I don't have the USB drive. So do I have to use a USB drive or do I just like boot it and then it'll work? I actually don't know. Because this guy's talking about USB
No
drive.
matter what frequency.
Low key, there's this other channel that be teaching you how to do it. Hold on.
Alright, so you've just finished building your new PC. It has a GTX.
It was Jay. Yes, Jay's 2
It's
cents.
the perfect opportunity. You guys remember this tower we built a little while back? This is the height Y60 build that we did. I haven't installed an OS or anything on this yet because I figured it'd make the perfect opportunity to make a 2023 refresher for what to do after building your tower. It's mostly the same, but because of the new hardware limitations and some of the different things to think about when it comes to AM5 as well as 13th gen, I figured we'd just kind of take you guys along for the ride, make this a Windows 11 updated type of video so that you guys can stop asking me. We interrupt this video to bring you a special message from iFixit. No, we interrupt this interruption with this interruption. That new stuff from iFixit. We'll show you the graphics card, but inventory sucks. Fix the inventory problem with iFixit. Whoa, don't drop it. Can't fix that with iFixit. Just kidding, yes you can. Wish you could take iFixit with you anywhere, but your pockets aren't big enough? Introducing the new More. And the new Nino. Take them with you anywhere. So get iFixit for your loved one, or just get them for yourself. So at this point in your build, we're going to assume you've already bench tested your parts, they post, they turn on, and you're looking at a screen similar to this. Now you might also find on your first post or boot that it has a DOS-looking screen that says something along the lines of CPU has changed, push F1 to enter setup, etc. If you see that, then yes, push F1. A screen that looks similar to this. Now this is going to look different based on the manufacturer you've got for your motherboard. We use Asus a lot around here, so this is going to look pretty much similar to any Asus either ROG or TUF or Strix motherboard that you might find, both for AMD and Intel. They'll look very, very similar. Now, there's a few things we want to check before we even start installing anything, but speaking of installs, there's a couple things we're going to need. One, you need your Windows install media. For this particular guide, we assume you're installing Windows. If you're doing Linux or something like that, it's going to be a completely different process, and this isn't going to apply to you once we get to the OS installation phase. But some of the pre-setup we're going to do with our BIOS is still going to apply to you. So you need your Windows install media or your OS install media, and you're going to need another thumb drive, because one of the things that we are going to do with the newest hardware, whether it be 12th gen, 13th gen, or AM5 especially, is updating our BIOS on our motherboard. And the reason for that is giving us the best compatibility with all the different kinds of RAM that is out there. It is possible that you may have picked up RAM sticks that are newer than the BIOS that's on your motherboard, which could lead to some instability or crashing or just weird wonkiness of your system if you are using RAM that has not had a BIOS update that is putting it on the QVL or the quality verification list for RAM and your particular system. So although I'm the kind of person that adopts the if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and most people would say it posted, therefore it ain't broke, once you go to enable your XMP or your extreme memory profile on an Intel system or your AMD Expo and an AM5 system, and you start pushing the advertised RAM speed that is on the sticks of RAM, then you might start noticing some issues. So a few things we're going to be checking for here. First and foremost is our CPU temperature. Now that's this guy right here. CPU temperature hovering in 46C right now on a 13900K, running 1.447 volts. This is an appropriate temperature. What you want to look for is that temperature steadily climbing and not stopping. That could be an indicator that maybe your pump isn't plugged in or something is wrong with your water cooler.
Just chilling. It's been now like 44 for a while.
That can indicate that something is wrong there, and you want to check for that. So the first thing you're going to look at is your CPU temperature in your BIOS. There is a load applied to your CPU and BIOS because the voltage goes up, and it will show itself if there's any problems. The second thing you're going to look for is your RAM status. And the nice thing about this main basic page here that you find on Asus motherboards is the fact that you can find all this stuff right on the same page. So here is your RAM. You can see that we've got Both of our RAM
Here,
sticks
I had
installed.
to. Oh,
in channel
DRAM right
channel
here.
B, both the second slot. Doesn't matter if it's an A1, B1, or A2, B2 most of the time, but I want to make sure that both sticks are showing up if you have 2 sticks. If we have 4 sticks installed and only 3 were showing up, it could be an indicator of a bad RAM stick. Maybe a stick isn't seated properly all the way down, or maybe even your motherboard compatibility issues, again with QVL and 4 sticks. All kinds of weird things can happen. But you might notice these are, I believe these are 6,000 or 6,200 megahertz sticks, somewhere around there. They're only showing 4,800 megahertz, and that's because, as you can see right here, XMP is disabled. It's going to say AMD Expo if you're in an AMD setup. You do not want to enable this yet. For the reasons I just stated, they may cause stability.
I enabled and disabled it. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. We can hope, pray.
Any sort of CPU crash or memory failure when it comes to stability on your particular platform. Don't do that yet. This is where we are going to go ahead and take our second USB drive that we have here. And we're going to take the model of your motherboard, and you're going to, on another system, hopefully you have access to a laptop or basic Chromebook or something, that you can go onto another system that's connected to the internet, go to the latest BIOS page for your manufacturer of motherboard, and download the latest BIOS. In fact, the one that we're installing right here.
Okay, I'm gonna need to get JT to do this.
An update 8 days ago.
I think tomorrow he gets back in my city.
The change logs. What exactly is
So
most of the time you're going to see general stability fixes or updates, and more than likely memory compatibility updates. Because memory is just
should be good when he gets here, and then I'll get him to
this is a DDR5
put my
now, one thing we want to do
OS on the
update our BIOS is check our storage.
USB drive.
We only have one 2 terabyte NVMe drive. It's a Samsung SSD 980 Pro 2 terabyte, and it is showing up right here. If you have multiple drives installed, you want to make sure that they're all showing up on the list. One of the things that we tend to do around here, though, is if we have any SATA drives that are plugged into our system, when we install Windows, we unplug those drives, or at least unplug the power to them. That way Windows can't accidentally be installed on one of those by mistake. But since we only have one drive in the system, that's not an issue. Now, if you're on an Asus motherboard,
so
you can hit F7.
basically, right now, I'm gonna be like not doing anything. I am gonna leave my computer running overnight just to see. Well, it's already 5 a.m. so low key not overnight, but I'm not gonna turn it off because I don't want to spam boot it and it cause an issue without installing anything onto it to like stabilize it. Actually, no, I'm gonna turn it off. But clearly, I set the pump on it correctly because it's not been tweaking out or anything. It's running, it's quiet, it's good. So for now, we're chilling. Boot priority hard disk, CD, USB hard drive, USB CD, USB key, floppy, network. Why is network last?
Anyway, the date on that is 1/10/23. It's fine. We're gonna go ahead and update that. This is where it is very
okay, so this BIOS is not like overly old, I guess then. I did buy the motherboard this summer in like August. So by now, yeah, it's a bit over a year old. I don't think it's gonna cause any issues, but I'm still gonna look for updates anyways, just in case. There's never anything wrong with having everything up to date. That's just what you want to be doing with any type of system. Yes, including iPhones. No, it does not fuck up your camera. Due to the updates, it just... Actually, maybe it does. I don't know. I'll have to check that. But, according to MKBHD, I don't think it does. I could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that. I do want to keep the temperature unit in Celsius. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to first check if I have USB sticks around my house. If not, I'm going to get JT to give me a shit and do that. Yeah, but it appears that I did everything correctly. Justin seems to have plugged everything in correctly because it posted lights are on. So should be good. Yeah. So this is what the computer looks like right now. No RGB on the RAM sticks because I didn't want it. I don't know if this is supposed to have a screen on it or not. There is this dangling. I don't know if I'm supposed to plug this in somewhere because it's really short and it's facing this way. But yeah, I don't know if there's supposed to be a screen on this. This is the Hyperflow Silent 360 by Montech. I'll check that later. The GPU is this one right here. The 9060. Oh, Radeon, however you say it. AMD chip, or I mean GPU. RX 9060 XT OC. So this is like a RTX 5070 equivalent, basically. So current generation graphics card right here, as of 2025 November. Motherboard is the MSI Pro Z890S Wi-Fi with Wi-Fi 7, I believe. It says it's ready for AI PC. I guess that's what this AI shit is. I don't know if I want to put a bunch of AI stuff all over my computer. I'm not really big on the AI stuff. Yeah. The CPU that I bought, which took literally months. Y'all saw how long it took for me to go live again. This is the working CPU, the wrong CPU that I got. Remember, I was devastated on stream. This is the wrong one that I got. i7 12700KF 12th gen. You can see it here. Oh, it's reversed. That's what I know. Yeah. You see that? And the correct CPU, which I did last stream while I was in the clouds. This one, the 265K Ultra i7 Series 2 unlocked. The text on it, I think I already showed on the last stream. Yeah. And it's 30 megabyte cache. I don't know what the rest of the specs are, but yeah, Intel Core Ultra 7 265K. I would have gotten the KF, but then I realized the K is like better by like a 1% margin. So I decided to just go with the K. It was like 20 bucks more than the KF. So, I mean, shit, it was better. So I got it because it was better than the one I was originally gonna get. $20 increase. So yeah, you can see right here. That's the CPU I got, and all the other stuff I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, you can see this is the motherboard. All the other stuff I'm pretty sure I already like showed on the first stream when I had Justin and JT over to help me set up. Huge thanks to Justin and JT for the first stream when they were helping me build everything. It appears Justin did a good job plugging everything in, which is good because it doesn't seem like we're having any issues, at least in the BIOS. And lights are working, so no issues with that. I did well with plugging in the fans and seating the pump over the CPU and all that, because the temperatures stayed the same. As you can see, it actually went down. It's now 42, before it was 44. Yeah, I'm gonna close the case up and I'm gonna turn it off right now. Actually, I'm gonna turn it off right now. This is the power button. Very bright power button. I think this is the restart button or lights. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's the restart button because I clicked it and it's stopped posting. Yeah, that's the restart button. Ooh, they're getting loud. I think it just does that because it's restarting, so it's like trying to make sure it's good. Yeah, okay, so that was the restart button. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna turn this off now. And I'm gonna close up the case. And like later today, it's already 5, so I guess in like 5 or so hours, I'm gonna call JT, see if he's back in town, see if he could get me with that USB OS. I'm gonna call him in like 5 hours. Ice should say bye to chat. I don't think he wants to say bye to you guys. I don't know. You guys can stay here. I'm gonna close back up the PC. Ice watches me. Oh, no, I think he's gonna leave. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something. Oh. There he goes. Anyways, I'm gonna close up the PC. Top or the back first and then the top. Okay, top. Like young boy. Alright, good. So computer's closed up. If I do need to change anything, I'll open it back up again. I will be booting. I don't know if I'm gonna boot the OS on the stream. I might do all that off stream. And probably if I do, the next time y'all will see me is when I have the computer set up and I'm streaming from the desktop. I'm gonna go to my brother's house and get the webcam and my mic and stuff like that. I need to buy new headphones. I'm gonna get the Fio audiophile headphones. They got like wood on the side of them. They look really tough. Feel something. And I'm gonna put this back in the case for now because I don't exactly have a desk to just let it sit on or a charger. Actually, you know what? I should charge it. I do have a charger. I should charge it. I'm gonna leave the hyperpolling on the computer, just like that. Yeah. I'm gonna leave everything out. The cats are not gonna really do it. I mean, okay, they might chew through a wire. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they would do that. I'm gonna plug this in because I hate having dead shit. It takes USB-C. Yeah, brand new mouse. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it works. It's calm. Anyways, I'm going to be ending stream now. I'll probably have everything cleaned up when I like finalize the OS setup and stuff like that. Just in case I do need to like switch something around or anything. But yeah, besides that, everything seems to be working, so we are on track to having my setup complete. Computer is pretty much done. Just need to install Windows. Then we're moving on to putting all my funds towards building the actual setup with the desk, headphones, second monitor, all that stuff. I am planning to have a dual monitor setup. Maybe a tri-monitor, but like, who the hell needs a whole monitor just for chat? Like, that seems OD. I don't know. We'll see. And plus my room's not that big. I mean, look at how cluttered this shit is already. It's like, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end stream now. In like 5 hours, I'm gonna call JT, see what he got going on, and see if he could hook me up with the OS stick. And hopefully by the end of today, we'll do all this like reboot stuff, set up the OS, install drivers, do all that stuff. Then I'll start installing all my apps, Discord, OBS, all the game stuff, Chrome, no, not Chrome, Opera GX. That's what I use now. Please sponsor me. You know, I'm always open to sponsors. Whoever wants to sponsor me, you know, type shit. I'm gonna install FL. Yeah, FL, game stuff, Discord, browser. I may or may not install some type of emulator too, in case I want to make videos on like old Nintendo games. That would be really sick. Probably Dolphin. I've heard that's good. If not Dolphin, then some other shit. I don't know. What else do I need to add to my computer, bro? I guess antivirus, VPN. I don't know. It was by chat. I should. Yeah, if I decide to stream installing OS, then I will. If not, the next time y'all will see me is when I have everything set up already. So yeah, my chat, love y'all. Yeah, shit's finally coming along.